Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Hearthstone Mercenaries Leeroy event video, I'm going to take a look at task number 4, complete the Vanndar Stormpike bounty with at least 3 Orcs in your team. I built 3 teams for this task, including a full budget comp. My number 1 recommendation for this task is actually to use the nature comp. I'm using Malfurion with Life-Root Staff, Rukan with Lightning Rod, and Guff with Bramblethorn Totem, and these 3 can climb to the boss. Vanndar has the ability that he can throw mercenaries back into your hand, so sometimes you need to bring something from the bench. My bench here is Grommash, Samuro, Gul'dan. Really, you can put any orcs whatsoever that you happen to have over there, although I do like Samuro a lot. Because Samuro has Whirling Blade, and if one of the nature team is thrown back to your hand, you bring Samuro on turn 2, and then you can use Whirling Blade to negate Vanndar's AoE almost entirely. So I like that a lot. And obviously Gul'dan can just shoot at Vanndar if such an opportunity presents itself, but yeah, Samuro being the best orc to have on the bench. Alternatively, you can of course also just bring the orc comp. I'm using Thrall with Ring of Strength, Garrosh with Tusks of Manoroth, Saurfang with Serrated Shield, Galvangar with Fury of the Frostwolf, Samuro with Burning Blade, and Grommash with Halting Sash. The full orc comp isn't quite as good because the colors don't match the Vanndar fight that well, but yeah, full orcs can just brute force pretty much anything, so orcs are also a viable option. I've also done this task with the fire comp and with the dragon comp, but both of those were pretty tricky, so I don't recommend them. For a budget option, I'm using Lady Anaconda with Signet of the Wilds. Because survivability of the budget nature comp is a little tricky sometimes, Signet of the Wilds helps Lady Anaconda keep others alive. You can also use Toxic Venom as usual though. Then I have Rukan with Lightning Rod, Guff with Bramblethorn Totem, Samuro with Burning Blade, Grommash with Halting Sash, and Rokar with Helm of Inspiration. Remember that the orcs are not completely necessary in the final fight, so rather sacrifice some orcs if there's a difficult fight right at the end than sacrifice any of the nature squad members. And with this comp as well, Anaconda, Ruka and Guff open at the boss, and once one gets thrown back into the hand, you can bring Samuro, do Whirling Blade, so that you can minimize the effects of the AoE, and carry on from there. And here is some gameplay footage of all of these comps in action. Alright, Leeroy task 4. Vanndar Stormpike with 3 orcs in the comp. There are 3 orcs in the comp, but they're all benched. 4 orcs. Or just hitting the bench, and while we're trying to blast Vanndar. Obviously Vanndar is going to be able to send one of these to the bench, so then either I will bring it back or I would need to bring an orc. I can probably actually just bring back the nature mercenary even though they cannot act. So yeah. All seems good here. Pow pow, pow. Some lightning bolt action. And all those serpent spites. I'm out of your face, oh noes. Guff. A beautiful Guff to the bench. Well, Guff was the one that could have taunted next turn. So now there's a risk that Malfurion just dies. I think I'm actually going to bring Samuro in here. Samuro will do some AoE damage here. So Vanndar's Thunderclap is coming. But now I'm just keep blasting there, and I'm going to do Whirling Blade with Samuro. So that will do some AoE damage on these, so that Vanndar's AoE is not going to be that significant. Or it might not do anything. And padow! And Vanndar's AoE not doing anything for Vanndar. And then we're about to finish things off here. With a little bit of double striking there. Pow. Nature. Very strong alternative when you only have 3 spots in addition to the orcs available. Okay, Vanndar Stormbike with at least 3 Orcs. We're going to go in with Troll, Garrosh, Sourfang. Just basic stuff. Let's see if that's going to be enough. Enemies attack to 1. Oh no. Turn the minimus to the bench. Okay, well, we're going to start blasting at Vanndar himself. And somebody's getting thrown back. Okay, Troll. So if I want... I could put Troll on the board, but then Troll can't do anything this turn. Alternatives. Not fast enough to make use of Garrosh, but Galvangar could work. I'm just putting Galvangar. Let's go with this one. As the Tactician, deal 50 damage to all enemies. Reduced by the damage dealt to Stormbike Marshals this turn. Okay, so I want some damage to the Stormbike Marshals. Where this is going to attack, but I could do Frightening Shout. That will deal 40 damage to the Marshals. So that should be pretty fine. And Horde Strength here, and just mobilizing Strike on the Vanndar. Big Taunt going up. 40 damage here, so Vanndar's AoE is down to just 10. Yep, didn't do much at all. Then Satchels out of my keep again. Alright, now we're going to blast at Vanndar again. Here we go. Alright, somebody's getting thrown back, but in the grand scheme of things, doesn't matter. I bring Grommash, I bring Samuro. Wow. That Vanndar is going down. Pow pow. Down. Okay, you can do this with Orcs. Just put in Orcs and do it. Okay, Leeroy Event Task number 4 with a budget comp. A little tricky with a budget comp because you can't use any of the main climbing comps to get here because you need 3 Orcs in your party. But we should still be able to smash them and dash them enough with this. Guff. Doing guffy things.
Get out of my face!
No, not out of face. No, not my Brukan. My beautiful Brukan. Well, that's fine. The replacement that I'm going to bring is Samuro, because Vanndar is going to use AoE. Now that I bring Samuro in, that means that I can use AoE on these, and using that AoE on these, if the damage to enemies is reduced by the damage dealt to Stormbike Marshals, so doing the Whirling Blade here means that the damage is going to be reduced so much. 12 damage to an enemy, 10 damage to an enemy, so they're not getting guffed down right now. Nope, they are not. I might do one Serpent Spite over there, so... by doing that, it means that the AoE is going to be 0 damage. They were able to break the combo. Sad times. Missed 28 fun damage to Vanndar. But should be no problem whatsoever anyway. And this now ensures that no damage will come from Vanndar's AoE. Fancy effects, but no damage. Now Mirror Image got the cooldown, so I go down to just being able to use Double Strike. Not ideal, of course. As Tactician, Since attacking. So together they could end up killing my Guff. I don't particularly want my Guff to die yet. So let's save Guff and keep dealing some damage to Vanndar. Again, able to break the combo. So things are going pretty much as badly as they can, but we already reached the point where we got to the boss fight. So that the climb itself wasn't particularly easy. Now that we're already at the boss fight, then this should become much easier from here. And now we have a chance to bring Burkhan back. Obviously Guff is about to bite the dust, but so is Vanndar. These are coming in at 5 speed. But they might be able to kill Guff. On the other hand, Chain Lightning is coming. Serpent Bite is coming. We'll see whether I get to do the Living Brambles or not, but I think the Chain Lightning alone should already be enough. So that's the budget comp clear. Bit trickier with the climb because you can't use one of the main comps to climb with because you need those 3 Orcs, but it's still doable. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out my Twitch channel.